So I would say that in my early 20s and stuff, I was considered like a heavy drinker, but nothing that raised a red flag for me. Every day after work, I'm drinking every weekend. And I was a mess, such a mess. I was crying all the time, hungover. My life was kind of a roller coaster for a while. I did not stop drinking for at least 30 days, like continuous drinking after Caitlin died. And then I hate to say that it never really let up even after that. While I had always been a drinker, that just set me over the edge. Drinking alcohol filled something for me. It filled a void, something that I couldn't fill up with anything else. It felt like it fixed everything, but it didn't. So I had tried to stop drinking on my own. I always thought that I had a problem with willpower, like I wasn't strong enough to quit drinking. And so I kind of beat myself up over that, and I would try harder and harder and harder, and the harder I tried, the worse it got. When I went into Tallgrass, I was drinking like through the nights, through the days, in the morning, and my body couldn't hold up anymore, and I wanted to die. The weirdest thing happened to me, and I can't really explain it or describe it, and if you've had it happen to you, you probably understand what I'm talking about, but I just had like a moment of clarity. And it's not like somebody was talking to me, but I just had like a feeling come over me that was just like, Alex, you are so screwed. You're not gonna beat this on your own. In that moment, I spilled the beans to my stepsister and my best friend. So I just told them the truth and what was going on, and they were like shocked. They told my aunt, and 8 o'clock the next morning, she showed up at my house and she said, I heard of this place called Tallgrass. And so off I went. I don't really know what I was expecting walking into Tallgrass. I questioned if we were at the right spot, because if you've ever been out to Tallgrass, it looks like a home. I thought, oh gosh, we're not in the right spot. Maybe lucky for me. But then I looked through the windows and I saw like a group of like 10 people sitting at a kitchen, what looked like a kitchen table, and I thought, oh yeah, we're here. I sat down with Randy, who is a staff member at Tallgrass, and he asked me, how much have you been drinking? And I don't know what the look on my face was, but evidently he knew. And so then he proceeded to tell me, you know, before I quit drinking, this is how much I was consuming. And then I felt so much better. It was such a relief to hear that there was somebody else out there who was doing what I had been doing. And so I was able to open up with him, and that was the first time I'd ever been truly honest, probably about how much I was drinking. I think back to it and I'm just like, what peace I have thinking about my time at Tallgrass. The 30 days that I spent at Tallgrass, it taught me how to live without alcohol. It was life-changing. That life I never thought was possible. And I learned that at Tallgrass. And now that I've been in recovery for, you know, almost 4 years, looking back, I see that I just couldn't deal with myself. My daughter is the best thing that's come out of sobriety for sure. She's a blessing and she keeps me on my toes. Recovery allows me to be the mother that I need to be for her. She is my willpower. All the people that volunteer out there, all the people who set an example who are in recovery, all impacted those 30 days while I was there. You know, the staff members, they showed me every day how to live in recovery, and no matter where I'm at in life, I can always go back to Tallgrass. And so my biggest thank you goes out to them.